Okay, so we're getting there. We're reaching the moment. I don't know if you know, but I think Veer was telling me it's now 2:30 a.m. where he is. Veer, you still awake? It's all good? I mean, it's incredible. We're so international. So I mentioned mencioné antes, que vivimos ahora mismo en un mundo muy inseguro. We live in an uncertain world. COVID is an unprecedented crisis. It's true, but a crisis nevertheless. Es verdad, COVID es una crisis que nunca hemos vivido una crisis así, pero es una crisis. Y de las crisis salimos más fuertes. Y a mí me hizo pensar, and it made me think. Y si me permitís, mi granito de arena de consejos. Hace muchos años, many years ago, I worked in Japan. I worked in a company called Toyota. Trabajé en Japón en una empresa que se llama Toyota. I worked in research and development, investigación y desarrollo of the Toyota Yaris, an incredible car you all aspire to buy. I worked on the front disc brakes of the Toyota Yaris over in Japan. Now, I spent quite a long time in Japan. I learned a lot about the way they think, although I just hit the tip of the iceberg. And it was way back in the year 2000. And in 2000, there was another crisis. It was a smaller crisis. It was the dot-com boom and bust. Many dot-com companies were overvalued. Many people lost a lot of money. But this was a crisis then. Fue una crisis en su momento. Y mi jefe, Sato-san, Mr. Sato, said, Sandy, come with me. Let's go and have a beer. I went to have a beer with him. And on a serviette, he drew, in Japanese writing, kanjis. Rio knows more about this than me. Now, there are over something like 30,000 kanjis in Japan. And there's no way I could learn them. I learned hiragana and katakana, but not kanjis. So I look at these two kanjis on a piece of paper, and I'm like, Sato, Mr. Sato, what is this? And he says, this is kiki. This is crisis in Japan. And I'm like, okay, we're in a crisis, I get it. He says, no. He says it's two symbols. And now these two symbols have become very famous. One is crisis, and the other one is opportunity. See, in Japan, they think very differently. I sometimes think they're aliens because of the way they think. But you have to understand different cultures. And so it made me think. He said, you don't understand. Out of crisis, we really do become stronger. There are opportunities. Japan, he explained to me a whole story about the Second World War. Japan went on to become one of the most prosperous economic societies. So, COVID is no different. El COVID no es diferente. Es cierto, it's unprecedented, but it has created a huge opportunity. Ha creado una oportunidad increíble para frenarnos, to stop, to reflect, to try and understand. Sorry, am I boring you? Okay. To try and understand where we are and if we are on the right path. I have a personal reflection. I have seen how the world has been moving. I hear many times about profit maximization, making lots of money. Now it makes you stop to reflect. It's a shame. Companies were originally formed to help societies, to help families. They were the pure fabric of society. Businesses now thrive on maximizing profits. There is a mentality now out there, when you go to the world, that when you win, the other person loses. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's fun in sport. When you win, the other person loses. Now it makes me stop to reflect. Why can't we both win? Now, in this crisis, it has forced us all to come together. We have been more divided than ever, both socially, economically, and in terms of wealth. This creates a huge opportunity for us all. So I say to you, be brave. Really, be brave. This is a huge opportunity that you can go and fill. You can go back to normality as it was before, or you can take advantage and lead us to the future that we want. Because you are the future. Grasp it. You have to realize this, and you have to lead us to this future that you want. What is it that you want from the future? Now I see your faces. I am confident that you can succeed. Really, we've known you over the years. You know so much more than we ever did. You learn so much faster than we ever did. You are so much more aware of the world than we ever were. I am so proud, estoy tan orgulloso, that you are going out to the world to lead us into this great opportunity, to set the example. I wish you the best of luck. Muchísimas gracias.